Hello, Internet. This has been, at last, a Mysterious Space video update. There is a bunch of new stuff. I've talked about some. Sorry, let me turn down the volume here a little. I've talked about it some on the mysteriouspace.com blog. I don't expect that many people read that. In fact, looking at the stats, I can tell not many people read it. But let's be honest, not a whole lot of people are playing Mysterious Space. But a surprising number. Let's talk about this first. So, I did all my taxes from last year. I was being perhaps overly cautious with the income made from Mysterious Space. I didn't want to donate, because you still pay some taxes, right, on money that you made, even if you donate it. Which, whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of lame. But yeah. So I was being overly cautious and had a ton of extra money, and it's amazing. It's because so many people have bought the game and presumably are playing. Which is really cool, right? That's really great, and you could consider this a good or a bad side effect. But there are enough people that were hitting some really weird bugs that just I can't reproduce, where it's crashing for some people or it's really slow. And I'm really hoping that's the minority, like a minority of players. But it is still, it's bad because oh no, but it's good because it means I can fix the game. It's exposed to more systems, more configurations, and that means we find these bugs, and so I can fix them up. So I don't know. I always make fun of myself or of the game that not many people are watching or playing, but I mean there's a significant number. I've donated to like 5 or 6 things now. Gosh, I should know this, right? Let's look at my website together, you guys, and I'm going to talk about this post a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right, 6. I skipped ahead because I found this game for. Sorry, that's not on the screen. Games for Change. Has turned out to be, they look really, really amazing, which is why I donated, and you should absolutely check them out. They make games for all kinds of things, for social good, and they say things like that, and I always go, that's kind of silly, but they're doing like cool stuff related to education and all sorts of good things, and that's what I was looking for, was education, because as you can see. Education is one of the next things that I need to hit. Health, I already had a good idea of what I want to do, and actually I think I've finally found someone to donate to. But let's talk about the game, and I will ramble about this stuff while I play. But if you're interested in reading, great. But this stuff isn't going to be out this update. And again, it's mysteriouspace.com. So take a look if you like. Let's play some Mysterious Space and show off, among other things, this new ship, a highly specialized support ship. It's not meant to be played single player, but I think it works. So as you can see, it may only equip EMP weapons. EMP weapons don't destroy things. We're going to have a hard time, but let's go ahead and try it out, and let me see what I can get to kind of support that. I think faster movement might really help, because I would like to get in and out of the planets quickly. Colliding is going to be the only way to kill things, but I don't think I want to try and rely on that. So, yeah, let's just go for the faster movement speed and deal with the reduced carrying capacity. And you can see I start with a bunch of upgrades. So the fixed form upgrade, that's one that you have to unlock, and it's a little tricky to do so. And it's not currently, but it's absolutely going to be a how do I describe this properly? So fixed form is an upgrade you have to unlock, and so I want unlocking fixed form to be a prerequisite to unlocking this ship. It is not currently. You buy the ship's blueprint from one of the new alien races, which we'll show in a minute. But anyway, fixed form prevents your ship from being affected by the advanced technology that polymorphs, I would say, to put it in more classic fantasy roguelike terms. A polymorph self, sort of effect. So it protects you from those. You cannot get polymorphed. So that's kind of great because you might not want to be unexpectedly changed, but it's actually kind of like a double-edged sword here, because I don't want you to switch into a ship where now you can fire normal weapons and you're doing it with like double rate and you have all these improvements. Like, that would be absurd. So I made sure you cannot switch out of the ship. Also, because switching into the ship would be pretty painful, you'd switch into a ship where, you might not have been expecting this, you might not have any EMP weapons, you would just be screwed. I made it so you cannot polymorph into the ship. I didn't do that to try and make this ship more special. I really just feel like it would screw over the player really hard if they got polymorphed into this, so I didn't want to do that to players. because otherwise I would love if you could polymorph into a weird ship, and everything else you can polymorph into. So, but anyway, so let's play as this weird ship. Again, it's kind of intended to be for co-op. I don't know how practical that is. Ooh, I do move nice and fast. 20% is a lot. But yeah, I start with this dual shooting EMP weapon, and I can't kill anyone. Please find our lost rover. So we're just going to try and get our fuel and get out. So, gosh, yeah, I should have talked more about the map. I'm realizing yeah, disable those force fields. No one likes them. That is kind of a fun thing about having an EMP weapon. You can always just blast through those force fields, and so when you find the force fields that are like, hey, you need to press a button, find a crate, you're like, yeah, whatever. I got EMP weapons. Don't even care. One thing I always forget personally, and this kind of goes to, let me find this little article and pull it up just so I can remember what I'm talking about. No, that's not what I want. I want this graph. Yes, sorry. So, what the video I watched, and I watched another video and found a couple of articles, and I'll put links to those in the description. It was talking about this game design thing of verbs and nouns of your game, and I don't know if it was especially the point of this concept, but it's definitely an excellent side effect. I don't know. So you get a lot of emergent gameplay when you have a rich set of verbs and nouns in your game. So think of a classic roguelike. One thing would be potions. You know, you got a poison potion, and that's bad, but you're allowed to dip your weapons into any kind of liquid you encounter, and so that could be, I think some games will let you do like streams and stuff. But you could also dip them into your poison potion, and so now all of a sudden you found this new funny use for a poison potion. You can also throw potions. So you can see where you have like tons of different uses for potions. You can drink it to get an effect, you can throw it at an enemy, you could douse your weapon with it. Presumably other games, you know, what if there was a river and there were enemies in it and you could pour poison into the river, right? I mean, you can I don't know if any roguelike lets you do that. If any, I bet Brogue does, because Brogue has a lot of weird interactions like that. But I haven't played Brogue in forever, so I don't know for sure. But that sort of stuff is kind of, and I totally forgot to drop off that rover, didn't I? Oh well. It's because I'm talking. Anyway, so that's one of those cases where, okay, you have a lot of verbs that you can do on this noun, the potion, with a lot of cool side effects that maybe, sorry, not side effects, but just effects, and ideally those effects have side effects, such as, you know, maybe you drop a fire potion that would, I don't know, maybe it gives you resistance to fire, but you put it on a weapon and it makes your weapon fiery, or maybe you throw it somewhere and explodes into fire, and then the fire maybe catches on trees, and the tree fire spreads, and, you know, you start to have all those cascading effects. And Mysterious Space does not have many of those. And so one thing this kind of verb-noun concept kind of points out is you can graph, you know, here are all the verbs, here are all the nouns they work on, and get a sense for what I found in doing it was where are the verbs that are weakest, you know, and okay, looks like we can get out of here now. So let me pull up that graph as soon as I leave, and let me also talk about the sector map, because I've been completely failing to do that. So here is the graph I put together for Mysterious Space, and maybe I should zoom in a little. That looks really ugly. Let's just do this. So touching, see, I didn't think about this. I was like, you know, shooting is the main thing you do in the game, because it's a shooter, you might think, but shooting actually has very few effects in the game. You can shoot enemies, and you can shoot force fields if you have an EMP weapon. That's kind of it. Touching, everything interacts with touching. You can touch enemies, you can touch vents. I mean, at first I was thinking this is collision, but then I was like, wait a minute, but you do interact with vents by being overlapped with them, so collision was kind of misleading me. It's really about what your ship touches, and so again, you can touch vents, you can touch force fields, okay, not that interesting, you bounce off and take damage. You can touch buttons, you can touch pickups to pick them up, you can touch liquids to become slowed. There's all these interesting ways that you can touch in the game, and so I didn't really expect that is the most powerful verb in the game, and I probably should have said verb, noun. So, you know, dropping things, it occurred to me, oh yeah, you can drop things. I often forget that. You can drop items for outposts, you know, only shields, and that really is what it is. You can drop shields for outpost, and you can drop other items for co-op trade, and you can drop batteries and they explode, and that's kind of all we've got. And I purposely added this because what I noticed when it looked like this is that players didn't realize that you could drop things. Because if you weren't playing co-op, if you were playing single player, all that drop did was throw an item out. And so actually I should have that as another arrow off this graph. But you would think there was no use to drop, and so when an outpost said give me a shield, I noticed that the players didn't realize, oh, they can drop, you can drop the shields to give it to them. You might know that if you tried co-op multiplayer, but you might not even realize that you could do that in co-op. And so what I did to kind of teach players is I added this battery option. So the batteries say, hey, drop me, I'll do a cool effect, and so that teaches the player, oh, I can drop things to have effects, right? But there aren't that many. And so that I think that is still a problem. We can probably add more things to drop in the game, or other ways to drop things. Why not? So that's just something else to explore. It's hard for me to think of what those would be. Tractor beam, again, not a whole lot of options. You can pick things up, in different from touching and dropping, obviously, but you can carry things around. You can carry fallen allies, which was only added recently, and you can interact with obelisks to freak them out, which is kind of a completely artificial, weird thing. And the other thing about this is that when you look at these, there are rarely side effects that come out of it. Like shooting an enemy dies, the end, right? Touching vents, you get pushed, fine. Touching a button, okay, well the button does in turn toggle a force field, which is interesting, or actually that's it. That's all it can do, right? You can touch a pickup to pick it up, that's it. So whereas if you think of a game like Mario, you can touch a turtle and he becomes a turtle shell, and then you can touch the turtle shell and then he goes flying and he hits a Goomba and he hits a block and he hits a question mark thing, and out of the question mark thing comes a power up, and then you're going running for the power up, and you can get the sequence of events that comes out of just jumping. So I would really like to add things like that to Mysterious Space, and that's what this article is all about. It's what else can shooting do, and that's kind of what I called the post, but I said article before, and I feel really weird calling it an article because I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like fancy. Ooh, an article. Yeah. So this post, that's what I called it. But really, I'm looking to do more things beyond shooting. Like shooting actually doesn't seem like it's that interesting. I can't think of a lot of possibilities, and maybe I need to stop and think harder and be like, no, there have to be more possibilities for shooting somewhere. And one thing I thought was, like the turtle shell example from Mario, what if the corpses of enemies, rather than just blowing up and going away, what if they stuck around and you could do something else with them? What if you could pick up, an exploded enemy and then use its body to trigger a button or whatever? And that would make the buttons maybe too easy of a puzzle, but that's fine. It's not like it's an interesting puzzle anyway. If we want interesting challenges, maybe I should add interesting challenges and let you do the button thing however you want. But so anyway, that's something I've been thinking about. Having said all that, none of those changes, none of the sorts of changes I'd like to make are going to be in this update. The end of the month is coming up, so I'm just going to stick with what I've got. But I think a focus of next month is going to be trying to expand that. Not only making, I have 6,666 points. How did that happen? Seconds. You lose a point for every second. Anyway, I just noticed that. I'm going to try and add more interactions, more verb-noun interactions, and specifically more side effect types of actions. What if you could set trees on fire with your lightning gun, and then that could burn, and maybe the smoke makes things hard to see, or it I don't know, slows down things inside of it, including enemies, or, there's all sorts of interesting things that maybe you could do in the game that just are not happening right now. So. But anyway, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was the new sector map. Obviously, you can see it looks totally whack. Where are we going? I don't know. It's kind of the point. You have to figure it out. It's not that hard to figure out. If you've played the game, this is one of those things where once you've played a few times, it's clear to you what to do. As a new player, you might be a little more confused, but I think that's kind of okay. That's another thing to learn about the game. So you are going inside, toward the center, and you can just see by the fact that there's these endpoints here and some endpoints here, we're going basically straight up to get to the center. I'm not sure if that made sense. And actually, so that's how it is now, and I think that in the future I would like to make an arrow that's like, hey, go this way, because, I don't know. I can't decide. I did just say it's fine for new players to have to learn that, but I honestly can't 100% decide. I don't think it's a terrible thing. I think that maybe it might be better to put that forward, but again, it's not bothering me. It would be easy to add, and I'm just not even bothering for this update because there's so many other things to think about and do. And hopefully we will get to some of those and get to the aliens, the alien races, and interact with them with this ridiculous EMP ship. I almost wish our shields are failed. That's a problem. And I don't have any for you. It's a problem that the tree is in the way. What was I saying? I was saying I kind of wish the EMP ship... I have mixed feelings about this. The EMP mechanics and everything that the EMP gun can do, I don't think is immediately obvious, like disabling force fields. That is a very useful effect. Having said that, it's the only side effect, right? But it is a really good effect, and I don't think that people often learn that, because you see a weapon, you say, deals no damage, okay, I'm not even going to try. Like, especially if it's your only weapon, right? So if you're starting out the game, you're going to say EMP, nonsense, I don't want it, and then by the time you can have other weapons, you're getting, quote, real, end quote, weapons. But EMP weapons are very useful, and I've played games where I equip an EMP weapon as my second weapon, and especially if it's one that shoots like up and down or angled in some way, they're really useful for quickly getting through force fields. Because what I feel like what kills me, I noticed the sort of situations I was escaping from, was ones where I have a bunch of enemies crowding around me, and I need to get out of here, but there's a force field in the way. And it was really, really useful to be able to just cruise through, just blast through that stuff, and be like, nope, force field's no obstacle anymore. So I feel like they are very useful, and for that reason, I almost wish that this ship was available to new players from the start, because then you would learn all the cool things that EMP can do, and you would realize that's a thing that maybe will help you in a not an EMP restricted ship, to kind of do a hybrid approach. At the same time, I feel like the ship is such a weird, specialized thing, right? Like, it's kind of bad to give a new player, because you'd take this ship and you wouldn't be able to kill anything, and it would just be kind of a mess. So I don't know. I have wondered if I should start players with batteries, both to teach them about dropping things and because batteries have EMP explosions, so hopefully you would see that side effect. I don't know if that would actually work out. But anyway, it doesn't look like there's anything else to equip. I always want to take scrapping, but I can't kill enemies, so I'm never going to get the scrap. I was like, yeah, that would be helpful for some reason. I don't know, it seems like you need more utility kind of things, right? I really want accessories, and I would really love to have 2 accessories, because I can't kill things, right? And so scrapping, you're like, yeah, I want scrapping, that's a helpful bonus I could have, except I can't actually use it, because I'm not going to kill things, at least not right now. Let's go ahead and do alien scanners just to remove that. I kind of don't believe in alien scanners, but I'm taking it anyway, so apparently I believe in it a little. Let's just go. I am liking this plus 20% speed. It is noticeable compared to when I played before. Oh, should we take that? Let's take that. Let's get this first. Sorry, I'm going to go through. So here's the one, and this is, again, okay, cool, that's something else that tractor beams can do, but you do it, and then you go to a level, and that's kind of it. There's no possibility for side effects there, unless you count... I mean, it's not like every single thing you do has to have a side effect. I mean, you stomp on a Goomba and it dies, fine. So I think going into a crazy special level is honestly good enough, but it's just one more, what are these tractor beams good for? They don't do a whole lot. But I think it is a good mechanic to have, and I think that it's easy to imagine expanding it, because here are some things I've thought about. What if you could pick up an item that exuded, a slowing area of effect or something, or a make your shield regen faster effect or something, and so then you'd be like, oh, I want to carry that around, and then that has side effects, because now things going into them get slow, and that includes enemies, and blah, 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 blah. Or maybe just a box that shoots EMP bullets, and so you're like, oh man, I don't have an EMP gun, but I'm going to carry this EMP box. There's all sorts of, and that, has side effects, because then it's shooting bullets, and the bullets are doing whatever, and oh my god, I got exploded. Is this shield amazing? I just shot a ring of, yeah, EMP and regular. Why is that happening? I think that's a blessing. I mean, I remember coding a blessing like that, but it doesn't say I have it, and so I think we may have just discovered a bug. Let me pause the video while I write that down real quick. Alright, sorry. Took note. Let's use it. Oh, God. Deals enough damage to your hull to reduce it to 1. So that's... No, that's not different. Sorry, I was going to say that's different from before, but it's not. Yeah, slowed. Okay, repairs hull. Please do. That's different. It used to be that the hull repair artifact repaired 100% of your hull. I changed it to half because now your hull takes half damage from everything. Yeah, I can't kill him. I want to because I hate those guys. Oh, no. Let's get out of here. You know what? I have enough fuel. Whoa, all my fuel is like brownie orange. Just so happened. I should probably get out of here. Did I get my upgrade? Yeah, I got my upgrade because well, at least I can kill things that way. Oh, good. Oh, God, my armor. It's fun shooting that ring of bullets. I like that. Anyway, so do I have other things to talk about? I'm not sure. Let's just get out of this level because what I really want to show you guys is the aliens. So, no aliens yet. No aliens yet. I don't have more armor. That's a bad thing. Yeah, where are all the... I don't know, I'm not picking up ship parts. I'm getting all this other stuff. Okay, that's fine. Don't want that. Don't want that. Double shield, speed increase, double shield, removes all. This is different for this update as well. So it used to just be that it removed all bad status effects, period. That was really lame because if something was slowing you, you were probably just going to get shot by it again and be slowed again. And that's the most common bad status effect, right? Like, inverted controls almost never happen. You know, it happens once when you use an alien artifact and then never again. So I made it so it also grants immunity to those effects for 5 seconds. There are some other things that do sensor malfunctions to you, but it's just a mini-boss, the mushroom mini-boss on Forest World, so that rarely comes up as well. Same with shield disables. I would love to add other things that invert controls. I think that would be... I don't know. I mean, control inversion is kind of an obnoxious effect, right? But it would make that alien artifact more useful, but maybe that's not a good enough reason to irritate everyone. Whoa, that was perfect timing. I almost ran into that thing. I mean, that was skills... All skills. Leave me alone. I love the tractor beam on things like this where you make everything wiggle. I don't know. Our shield is failing. Oh, but I probably want that shield. God, this is always a horrible choice. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop it for him. Give me something else. Advanced technology. Well, I got an upgrade chip, so it's probably worth it. But I didn't get any new equipment, and that's kind of what I was really hoping for. That's okay, it was a gamble, it's fine. Sorry. Do we have... I really want, like, repair my armor. Grants of fuel. Well, we can get out of here now. That's really funny that it's doing that. I mean, whatever, I took note of it. I don't know if... There's two possibilities. Either it is, like the Nova shields are bugged and I made it so they accidentally always do Rings of Both, even though it's only supposed to be Blessing, or it's just not showing the Blessing text, and I kind of suspect it's that one. Either way, it needs to be fixed. Get out of my way. Gosh, that's slow. You know what? Or we just, fully repair armor, let's drop. Oh no, I used it, well, fuck! Gosh, I was just hoping to run through. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm so dead. They're missing me. God, I think slow. Is that slowing my revive time? Jesus. Alright. Please do that. Yeah, you can't slow me. This is really bad. I need them to, like, follow me. I need to lure them away. Come here, I'm over here. Did they care? Did they fall for it? Yep. Gosh, it was real bad. What got messed up? My weapon and my armor. Well, at least I found a new weapon, and it's an EMP. So if it wasn't an EMP weapon, it wouldn't even show up here. So I know I found an EMP weapon. What's that? Grants of fuel? Sure, I don't care. Let's use it. I should get out of here, shouldn't I? Why am I still looking around? I have all my upgrade chips. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Especially knowing those, like, they still exist. I can't kill them, so they're probably following me. Those horrible bombers. I killed one somehow. Alright. New weapon, please. 3 angled bullets. Okay. Real fast, too. Yeah, let's do it. That's better. And you know what? I will get a second weapon slot, because what else am I doing? And equip that slower, awful one. My armor. I really worry about the armor. I was just sitting thinking about that. I'll get a whole strengthen, but I don't know if that's going to help. Still no aliens. I could just skip, but I'd rather skip. Yeah, I don't want to deal with mining or lava, so I'm going to save my fuel for skipping that. Oh, it's a whale. I can't kill it. Maybe that's a good thing. Like, oh, I can't kill a whale. Man, life sucks. Can't kill whales. That's pretty exciting, I have to say. Oh, because my fire rate is doubled! That's the special ability of this ship. That's great. Oh my god. Yeah, let's take this thing. I will stop shooting that, although you guys can't hear, so... Woo! Oh my god. It just looks ridiculous. It's really fun. Oh, I need to pick things up. It's also fun in co-op being the orbital player, because if your main ship is nice and buys you the upgrades, as they should, you fire so many bullets. I really like shooting all these... I don't know why, it's so satisfying. And I've seen it said that in games you should shoot more bullets. Like, that's just true. What was that thing? Vlambeer? I haven't played any of their games. I think that's who it was, though. But he one of the guys who develops for them, assuming I got the name right, was talking about how they make their shooting games fun. One of them is he was just like, more bullets. Never not more bullets. And so I kind of feel like that's something I should... And I did. If you can believe it, the fire rate early on in Mysterious Space Development was half overall of what it is now. And I just said, I'm going to half the fire rate. And I don't know why I spend the time to disable those. Because I can. I don't know. It's all I can do. But all weapons used to be twice the damage but half the fire rate as they are now. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to double the fire rate and have the damage so that you can fire more bullets, because that's more fun. And I have also done that for the orbitals, although for different reasons. The problem with being an orbital is that your host, I guess, your host ship is moving, and it makes it really hard for you to aim because, you know, you're moving underneath you in ways that you're not controlling. So to make it so that you could actually land any hits, I made it so you shoot twice as fast. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Sorry, I'm just here screaming like a little girl. Anyway, so, you know, and then I see things like this, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so fun. It makes me feel like I really should do that again. I should just have all weapon damage. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh no. Do I have anything? No, that's the opposite. Well, repair hold. Get me out of here. No. Oh gosh, but I want more fuel. I want to have to do a lava level. Damage is halved. Well, we don't care. I mean, so you might think that that has no effect because this weapon doesn't deal damage, but that actually affects the slow duration, and that should be reflected. It shouldn't say damage is halved. It should say slow duration, since it's EMP bullets. I can make it smart and do that. Ooh, I don't want to deal with you. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get all the fuel because one of them is in the whale. And the other is inside... That's fine. We have enough fuel. We only need one. The other is inside the folded space mini-level, right? So here's weapons, not EMP, so we don't get it. Double shield, remove, fully restore, grant vulnerability. That could be useful. What's this? When an enemy dies near you, your bonus shield strength is increased by a part of that enemy's whole strength to a maximum of 35. Well, that happens so rarely, but I don't have anything else going for me, so... Since ideal no damage is why it's going to happen so early. Let's strengthen our hull. Okay, what's worse? Mining or lava? I think I would rather do lava. Okay, still no aliens. There's a lava whale. Let's go look at the lava whale. It's kind of fun that I happen to get 2 whales in a row. Hi, lava whale. I can't kill you. Oh, what do you want? Our shield is failing. No, I need to leave. Sorry. Unidentified ship part. That could be good. Get away from me. This is why this ship is not meant to go solo. Although, as you can see, and when I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? But a lot of times, especially in later levels, you don't stay and shoot things. You just get the hell out. Like, there is no point to staying around trying to fight all the things. So I was like, you know, just running all the time and not killing might be okay. That being said, on my previous run, before I recorded playing the ship, I picked up a lightning gun, and that was pretty useful. It was really good to occasionally be able to shoot things, especially those, we might encounter them on this level, those, like those snakes, those segmented snakes that trail after you. It's really good to be able to just lightning and you just destroy them. So that was really, really good. Okay, we can get out of here. I should not stick around longer than needed, although it's not going that bad. I just worry because I have no armor. I almost touched that spike because I was looking at the mini-map. I'm apparently still looking. I feel like I'm making bad life choices. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna pick that up. Inventory is full. I don't think do I care about brown? I mean, can we repair armor? This is a bad thing. Alright, let's get out of here. So yeah, it seems to work pretty well, flying solo like this, which is a surprise. Oh, thank God. Resist 25% damage when on ice worlds. Well, we don't have one of those coming up. But you also just get a faster shield regen. Right, because we were on a lava world, so all the armor has ice bonus. Sure, let's take the smaller, but... Wait, I don't need... No, shield recharge. No, I do need shield recharge. I was like, wait a minute, I don't need weapon recharge, but it's not weapon... I absolutely want that. And you know what, let's go ahead and get a second... Where is that? Second accessory. Yeah. Might as well. Alright. And what items do I have? Anything to throw away? I don't want to throw away this because it probably will sell for money, and if I can find an alien planet, I will totally sell it. Okay, well, something else I need to do to that equipment screen, by the way, is make it so it groups up items rather than saying, like, you know, a brown one, a yellow one, a brown one, a brown one, a green one. It should just say brown times 3, you know, done, rather than having it spread out like that. But all right, hull repair bots have done their wonderful job. Every time you enter or leave a planet, all of your effects are refreshed. Like it just pretends that you took as long as you wanted, basically. So that's why our hull regenerated, because now we got hull repair bots. Inventory is full. Oh god, I didn't realize. Prevents new enemies from spawning. Okay. Who needs a button? I'm just like, nah, I don't need buttons. I can get rid of yeah. Okay, we need to get rid of some of these. You know what? I don't know. I really do want ship parts, though. And it's a shield, useful, because our shield is kind of old, right? No. Well, it is old, but I like the effect. Eee, I didn't want... Oh, my God. I'm getting destroyed. Nope. Gosh, you have those upgraded 4-way shooter guys. A lime artifact? Oh, repairs hull. I really want that. Restore my shields. Yeah, hull repair is too good. Advanced technology. Let's just not bother. Alright. Fuel. Alright, well, I could leave now. I think I'm going to try and look around a little longer. All these later levels, though, get scary, so... There's so much level to explore. A yellow alien artifact? If we're not holding it, I'm worried that I've already discovered it and dropped it. Why do I shoot those? I'm wasting my time. Look, I got hit. What if I didn't shoot that thing? I might not have gotten hit. Ooh, upgrade part. That's a good reason to stick around. That was real bad. Well, look, our vampire shield worked. our vampire shield worked. I now have a little bit of a bonus shield. Inventory is full. Advanced tech. I don't think I have anything that restores armor. I don't know what I'm doing. I almost ran into that and again made silly noises. That was weird. Alright, we're getting out of here. This place is terrible. Alright, this screen too needs to be changed, and I know it does, but I just don't know what to do. This damage received thing, I added one update, and I was just like, I'll just put it in the corner, even though it doesn't look good, because I didn't know where to put it. But there used to be, like, the difficulty multiplier for a level was up on this right half, but that's no longer a thing since the new sector map. Because it used to be that if you took shorter paths, you got a difficulty modifier because you were skipping up to higher difficulties faster without picking up items, so I wanted to reward you with more points for, taking that risk. And so you would get an extra multiplier. It would be like, oh, you get 120% points or 150% or whatever, depending on the route you took. But that's no longer a thing, because there's no more of these like shorter, faster paths. So, or if they are, it's harder to detect or kind of your own making. So that's no longer there. So now there's just an empty spot on the thing. Yay, Pisces! You look as though you've been through a lot. Know that the Piscesian people, if that's how you say that, welcome you with open tentacles. Aw, that's so nice of them. Come, rest, trade. Your struggle is our struggle. Your gains are our gains. I believe that. Good. We're going to be going through his space. What equipment? Right, we got in your shields. While the shield is empty, your weapon's fire rate is doubled. We don't super care about that, although we care about... I don't know, it's like... not quite double the shield strength, but it is significant. Yeah, I think that's better. Become invincible, absolutely. Screw vampire shields. I want a phase shield. That's going to be real good. Alright. Invincible! That's the way to do it. That guy is a pain in the ass. I'm really happy that I could just collide in. He didn't explode. I don't. You guys didn't notice because you can't hear, I'm sure, either way. Oh no! I want to go. The angle is not sharp enough. It just like hits the. Yeah. I got messed up. All right. Well, anyway, so that enemy, that big old building, is a real pain in the ass, and I'm really glad that I was able to just charge through him like that. I don't know, whatever. Let's just drop a thing and double our shield regen. Okay, alien artifact, advanced technology. Nope, we don't want that. Yes, I'll take armor repair. Grants a ship upgrade. All right. What are you doing? I have. Oh god, those guys are real bad. Let's see if we can make him despawn by moving far away. Ooh, ship upgrade. Oh, whoa. Not shoot that shit at me. Ow. Okay, I hope he is despawned, because bouncing bullets in a tight corridor, really bad. No, now he's back by pure random chance. Oh no, bullets. Gosh, okay. Why is this game so hard? Especially when I can't kill things. Alright, it's fine. We're doing great. We just have lost all of our armor again. What did I hit? I ran into a few guys. I don't know. And that is why I struggle with the balance all the time. I made it so you take half damage to your hull, like all damage to your hull is halved, because what occurred to me is that even though you had a hull bar, it was really a binary. You either had your hull or you were dead. Like, there really wasn't any in between. So I thought, fine, I'll have all the damage. Dealt you. Shit. Control. Hope you don't mind me swearing, because I'm going to do it in these horrible situations. I cannot believe I scooted by that guy. Sure, I don't care about that. More ship parts. Yeah, we don't care about that. All right, let's take this, and then I'm getting out of this place. No, don't shoot me. Gosh, that's so fun. All right. Oh no, inventory full. Any other items we don't want? Like this messed up armor and this messed up armor. I'll just dump those in folded space. All right, good fuel shard. Yeah, I did miss one. That's right. Oh no. If I could shoot these debris parts. I don't know why I do that when there are people around, because like when I'm playing by myself, I'm not sitting here going, oh my god. But when I play with my friend, or apparently when people are listening, apparently I automatically put on some kind of show, basically, right? I don't know. That's weird. Never really gave it much thought before. Ooh, good. The fuel shard hitbox used to be off. It was actually bigger than it was supposed to be, but it was also positioned real weird, so you could collect it from further below than you would think, but even if you were touching it from above, according to, your vision, which is accurate, the game said, no, you're not touching it. So I fixed that, which is good. So in some ways, it's now harder to get because it's harder to get from the bottom, but it is correct to get from the top. So I think overall, I think additional clarity will make up, right? Like we're breaking even kind of technically on the size of the hitbox, but it's more clear. So that's probably better. Yes, I would love regenerating armor. It's like almost not worth having non-regenerating armor. Weapon recharge, I don't care about that. Resists damage from weapons. I'll take that. And shield recharge. I'll absolutely take that. I do not need carrying. You know what? Let's go to Pisces. And let's save because I worry things aren't complete about it breaking. Alright. Ooh, it's an untranslated string. We don't have the English version. Alright, so look at all the stuff he sells. So one problem that's still... And I just haven't finished the UI here. I mean, it looks a little wonky just in general. But it doesn't show you how much money you have. That's a big problem. So we currently have 0, which is why we can't afford these. But yeah, what's he selling? Permanently increase hull strength. This is another problem. So iterative exchange cotangent. The advanced technologies get random names, but it usually displays them in a font. Like, do I have one on me? No. It usually displays it in an alien font, and so you can't see the English name that exists there, and I don't even bother translating that because who cares, because again it shows up in an alien font. But if you wanted to, you could, you know, it's basically a substitution. It is precisely a substitution. So if you wanted to have some funny word scramble fun, you could, you know, some basic code breaking fun, you could translate the advanced technologies, but it's meaningless. They're randomly assigned, so it doesn't even matter. I just did it for fun. But we're having the problem here where it's not switching fonts for the advanced technologies when showing its name, and so we get to see the iterative exchange cotangent, apparently. Permanently increase hull strength. I would love to buy one for 45 monies. I don't know, so is there anything I want? A tiny synchronized shield. I don't know if I care. Repairing hull is good. I don't know. I might get that. So let's try and sell some stuff. So Nova Shield, right? I switched. Okay, let's sell the weapon I can't equip. Where is that? Sell that for 40. Yeah, we'll sell that. And then these silly old armors. Something else that's not happening yet. The armor value needs to be decreased when, you know, you've damaged it. Like, I'll have them buy it, and it should still be worth some money. I think at worst it would be worth, like, half, so maybe I should be getting 25 for this. Because, you know, they probably have alien artifacts. They can just repair it. They'll pay 15 to save 25 monies, right? So, because since the good alien artifacts are worth 15. So, yes, that needs to happen, and hasn't happened yet. But let's take advantage of the fact that it hasn't for now. On Ice Worlds, I mean, we might want to keep at least one... Yeah, let's keep the bigger one around in case, you know, our main armor gets messed up, or rather I should say when it gets messed up, we would like to have a backup. And let's go ahead and buy, sure, I'll buy 45. The reason it leaves a sold slot behind is because when you're in split screen co-op, you can both be buying items, and I didn't want a case where, like, you buy an item out from under someone, and then, you know, everything further down the list shifts up a spot, and so the other player might hit buy and buy the wrong thing. That would be very bad. So I leave it with a little sold icon, which, again, you can see the alignment of things within these boxes is all off. Like, everything about this, I know all the failings of the UI, I super promise, and I'm going to fix those. Do not care about that. Not only can I not equip it, it's a bad weapon. We don't care about buying those. I think I'm done. I could see buying this, but how much money do I have? Oh yeah, it's green, so I can buy it. Doesn't let you buy those even though it says 0. It needs to not say buy. So many problems. Wow, I could afford that too. I didn't know if I was going to be able to. Okay. Anything else I want to sell? I should keep a shield around in case I find any guys who, Oh, we'll sell that, yeah. That's for so much money. Yeah, we're keeping those. Alright, and I should keep another shield in case I find an outpost. So there you go. You can buy and sell stuff. It's great. The UI is horrible. Sorry. It'll be fixed. Let's increase my hull. Oh, that's fun that you can buy a hull improvement, actually. That's usually not an option, right? So that's good. Oh, I have another one. That's okay. Okay, let's upgrade... Ooh, what if I do find a third one? should I get? When you receive a temporary effect that increases movement speed. I don't think... Like, do I have anything that gives me those? No. What kind of planet am I approaching? I'm not. Okay, let's go here first. Oh, the Aquilian Empire. Is that the best the Lyrian Empire can do? How exceedingly poor. What's this? Could Peter tell me the truth? Know this, traveler. We, the Aquilian Empire, are at war with the Lyrian Empire for control over this source you speak of. We cannot simply allow some random traveler to approach it. That being said, the Aquilian Empire wishes to extend an offer in exchange for passage through our space. You will tell us everything you learn about the source. What do you say? I will decline. Oh, curious. Well, it's as I said, if you will not help us, our space is off limits to you. Should you change your mind, speak to us again. Not a problem. So this is actually, I think, a case I had not coded for. So if you meet... There's two alien races, as that guy said, the bird guy. The birds are fighting the robots over control of this mysterious source. And if you meet them before you scan the mysterious source, then they have that dialogue that we just had there, where you have to pick a side. Or not, in which they won't let you through their space, which could be annoying, because right, if I had come from the left, I'd be like, fine, I'll side with you in order to scoot through. But in this case, it's fine. So I made it, however, so that if you don't meet them first, if you get to the mysterious source and it happens that you never meet either of those two sides, then you discover it, then you meet them, then they're like, whoa, you discovered that information, we need that. We can't let that fall in the hands of the enemy. There's all of the dialogue. So let's see what he says. Oh. See, and I've confused, he doesn't know what to do, and now I can travel through space. So it's a situation I haven't coded for, so yet another bug. A lightning generator! I could murder things! Is it taking my money? I don't think it's taking my money. Yeah, it must not. Oh no! Now it says it's too much. Huh. See, I need to show money. Well, I just bought a bunch of silly stuff. Whatever, we'll keep it. I don't care. Let's go. I'm not trying to win, although I'm doing better than I thought I would. Ew, no one wants to do that. Okay, let's just... Oh. Origid, or rigid? I don't know how you would say it. They're from Ariga. We've heard of your travels from the other members of the Triad. Oh, good. So I haven't actually played and ever had this happen. So we already met the Piscesians, or whatever. We already met Pisces. And so that changes your dialogue, because they're a member of this group. There's these three alien races that are allied, and so here he is. From other members of the Triad. They've had it. So long as you abide by our laws, you're welcome. You're great. I've never had that happen. That is delightful. Let's go. Maybe I will stop by his place. So what all did I buy? Oh, I forgot to buy an upgrade. I wanted to strengthen my hull since I don't have another weapon yet. Yeah, let's just not pick those things up. Those I will pick up. Why did I get all this shit? What was I doing? It's a weapon I can't use. Black alien artifact. Fine, let's just use it. Go! Nothing there. Taking out force fields. There we go. Oh, was it triple length? Wait, did I buy that? No, I didn't. It just seemed that I was fast for an awfully long time, but 10 seconds is a little while, so. Also, pro tip, 10 seconds isn't actually 10 seconds. The timer, you can see it in the times the game gives you at the end. If you time how long it takes to go through a level, you will see that it says that it took longer than it took. Like, it'll say 8 minutes when really it took 6.5 or something. I don't know what the actual ratio is. Great. So time is traveling faster, according to the game, than it actually is, and that means that when something takes 10 seconds, the game thinks so, but you will know that it only took, like, 9 or something. And I don't 100% know why. I mean, so it's fixed to the frame rate, and the game should be running at 60 frames a second. I can only assume that it is occasionally running faster. And I know there are ways to code around that. I just haven't done it. Inventory is full. And I'm not too worried about it. I don't know. I mean, I would be if it got horribly off, obviously. Advanced technology. Sure. I would like to find an outpost. Did I miss them already? Or was I talking when I passed them and totally, didn't think about it? I guess I can stop shooting. Gosh, it's much harder. I was like, wait, which button do I release? Which key do I release to stop firing but still tractor? It's much harder on keyboard than on a... Oh, fuel, thank you. Sure. Oh my god. Get me out of here! Alright. I killed a guy. Takes away a ship upgrade. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Don't have any new weapons. Oh, my ship upgrade. Alright, well, let's go to Ariga. Right, they have a shipyard, but there's nothing here. So the shipyard is going to let you buy new types of ships. I'm glad I've been able to survive this long. I'm surviving this long with a ship that can't deal damage. It's apparently really good. Sorry, let's sell. Yeah, I'm honestly not using these batteries. I'm not going to use that weapon. Don't care. I absolutely want that. Don't care. Oops. Have anything I want? Ooh, last resort. I have whole repair bots, right? What's my other... Become invincible. I think becoming invincible is just as good as destroying everything on the screen, honestly. Probably better, because you can just destroy bosses by becoming invulnerable. I worry about that sometimes, but I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. I mean, the point of the game is not to fight bosses, right? I mean, it's fine if there's something that kind of de-emphasizes that. Let's just leave. It's too much for me to think about right now. And that UI is not the best. I think it needs a background, so it's easy to read the text. I honestly think that alone would help. But yeah, let's check out equipment. So, I would like to shoot things, but becoming invulnerable is too good. I don't think that's a good trade. I mean, you can shoot a lot. I would have to become invulnerable less often. It's fine. I've been forgetting to become invulnerable, so I mean, that's the bigger problem. Yeah, fine. Well, we can just skip a bunch. So when you go through an alien-controlled system, you get filled up to 3 fuel if you have less than 3. So you can definitely burn through excess fuel if you were hoping to save it. Oh, I'm so fast. Ow. Yeah, so that's all. You get the fuel. This is a... Oh, control. Become invulnerable, like I was talking about. Yeah, those guys with the shoot the bouncy bullets are real bad. Do not want to get hit by them. I don't want to collide with them, don't want to get hit by their bullets. Just so bad. I worry that they're OP, but I don't know. I just dealt with them fine. Didn't take a point of damage. Did you just see that? I shot these disabled separately. They're supposed to be linked. That was a problem. And I think I know what it is. When a force field generator is created such that one side is on... Because the level wraps, right? But obviously it can't really wrap. Everything has a coordinate, and so there's an x-coordinate where eventually I say, yeah, the next coordinate is going to be 0. And that's what I call the seam of the level. That's where you're actually crossing from, and your x-coordinate as well, if you could see it, and you can with debugging mode. You can watch it jump from 60,000 or something to 0 because you've passed that seam and wrap around to the other end of the level. And when force field generators, when force field generators cross the seam of the level, I think they cease to work. Gosh, I'm glad he went further to the side. Do I have anything to help vulnerability? That's actually not what I wanted. That was a bad life choice. I will double my shield regen. I will repair my armor. Since I'm invulnerable. Good. At least I took advantage of it. I could leave. Do I have my upgrade? No. And I would like it because I'm hoping to get a third... I don't need a third EMP weapon, though. What am I talking about? There's no reason to really have them. Alright, let's get out of here. What am I going to do with a third EMP weapon? Slow things more? It doesn't work that way. Don't care about you. See, I should just buy other things. When shields are below... Okay, so let's see. It's very unlikely that I got 2 blessed ones that aren't saying that they are, right? Let's just keep... Okay, so I should strengthen my whole... Do I have liquids coming up? Well, so... I would like to go to the left, but there's no way to leave the system here, so I'm going to have to go up through the lava unless I want to take the long way around, in which case we will take the super repellent surface, whose text I realize it runs off the edge, and I just don't know what to do about it, so I'm doing nothing. Yeah, alright, so this will make lava a little less painful. Who needs crates? I can shoot anything. Well, I can shoot anything. It just often doesn't have an effect. So something that the game currently does not support, and I don't know how I would add support, but I would like to have for this ship, is to have things that slow at different strengths. So, like, the only variation in a slow effect right now is in how long it takes, but there isn't a variation in how slowing it is. Right now it's always a slow of 50%. And the reason why, so that didn't see, okay, so we've just learned not all Nova shields are bugged, it's that it wasn't showing the blessing. Oh goodness, he's stuck. Can I become, yes I can. I was like, can I become invulnerable somehow? Like, wait, yes. Oh gosh, that was a little scary. I have my 3 fuel, I'm getting the hell out of here. I was talking about something before I talked about everything else. Don't want that. No! How has this happened? There's no exit over here. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. That is ridiculous. How does that even happen? I don't know if that's unfair or if that's just something the game... Like, is that unfair that there wasn't an exit over here and I have to go around? Or is that just like, that's the game? That's just a thing that can happen, because there's nothing I could have done, right? It seemed like everything was good. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to have to go around, so we're going to play this game a little longer. I'm honestly surprised it lasted this long. It's a little unexpected. Get out of here! And vulnerability is real good. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't trade that for lightning. Lightning is, ow, not as useful. God, those guys are so fast. Oh boy, an upgrade part. I don't know, I will get whole strength, that'll be useful. Whoa, give me that fuel. Yee, bugs. Right, so what I was saying a long time ago, invulnerable? Oh no! Oh no, I wasn't looking! Oh no, I'm gonna die! I need to do something. I need to not do nothing. Don't want that. Oh no, my weapon was destroyed! Ah, gosh. I'm used to being able to shoot through all those things now. No, and it's so slow. Oh, my weapon, how has this happened? Okay, getting out of here. Oh, but I would like more fuel, because... Well, no, because I'm going to go back to easier levels, so let's not dilly-dally on a harder one. Slowing effects. I would like slowing effects to be able to have different strengths, so maybe a gun could slow 60%, 70%, 80%, whatever. The problem is when multiple slowing effects collide, I guess you would say. So if one creature got a 50% slow for 10 seconds, let's say, and another one got an 80% slow for 3 seconds, what do? I guess we say for those 3 seconds you're slowed for the 80%, and for the rest of the 7 you're slowed for 50%. But the game is not set up to hold on to multiple slows, and that's the thing. So I just have to recode it if I want to add support for different duration slows, and I do want to add that. I got really messed up, but this looks amazing. It resists a bunch of damage. I get slow a little bit. Get rid of that. What's this? Fires an additional weapon. Ooh, I could have a real weapon. But instead of invulnerability... Oh, gosh. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. It's better just become invulnerable occasionally. Alright, well, we gotta go back. Oh my god, right. I don't have my awesome, Gosh, I think this one is messed up. Yeah, fire rate is halved due to weakening. I think it got weakened a long time ago, right? Well, there could be fuel over there, so I'm gonna have to go back and... Okay. Gosh, this got real bad. I have to go back and because I'm in lava. Usually I don't mind running through those guys because they deal so little damage, as you saw, but I'm in lava, so it's not going to regen. Yeah, you're bad. Let's not hit you. Whoa. Invulnerability. I never know exactly how long I've got. And that's something else I've thought about changing. Oh, what happened to my shields? Oh, I took a hit. That's what happened. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I need shields. Get out of here. I need shields. Gosh, I don't have anything to give me armor. Well, that won't work. I have fixed form, but it does give me speed. Oh my god, I'm faster than my bullets. Oh, that's all the fuel I need. I'm so screwed. My invulnerability. Oh, no. Oh god, no, I'm just screwed. Oh my god. Well, I've died. It's like, no, my invulnerability is not ready. Oh god, that was real bad. Well, you have now seen Mysterious Space 0.9.0 to be released at the end of the month, which is coming up soon. I do have one more weekend of time to improve things, and it is conceivable that I will get to implement some of these sorts of things. But I think what's more likely is I have a lot of UI polish to do, as you saw. And that instance where I was leaving and there wasn't an exit, even though it seemed like there should be, I just don't know what to do about that. I don't know if I should just make all edges be exits. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because something I don't want to have happen is I don't want an exit to be like earlier, like suppose that one side of the sector map kind of got cut in a bit, like maybe 2 levels in, and then you got an exit. Well, I can leave 2 levels early. Like, that would be kind of crazy. But then, if I say, okay, only attach exits to things that are the proper distance, will we still end up with cases where there's a little cluster with no way to get out? And maybe, but it would have to be smaller, and so maybe that would be okay, because you'd go in there and you'd go, ugh, I have to turn around, but, you know, it wouldn't be 3 levels in as I was. So I'll have to think about that. But I don't know how long. How long have I been recording? It tells me in seconds. 37,000 seconds. I have no. That could mean anything. But I'm glad that you have stuck through 3,700 seconds to watch me. Did I say 37,000? That was wrong. 3,700. 3,700 seconds. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing Mysterious Space. Thank you for being patient with the update. I didn't have an update ready right at the end of last month, and it's because I was working on all this alien stuff, and we already saw, right, an edge case where the dialogue isn't going to make sense, or, yeah, and I was able to approach the system. Like, there's still bugs, and it's just because it's there's a lot of weird cases to test. I've kind of made this system a bit more complicated than I intended. So it's good that I've taken the time, for sure. Otherwise, it would have been a very buggy game for apparently all of this month. Because even if I was like, oh no, things are broken, I have to fix it as soon as possible. I mean, there was just an entire week where we had people from my job came into town, and it was just a week of meetings and dinners after work and everything. So I just would have had no time, So I'm glad I didn't release. But I am sorry that things, I made such a huge change that I didn't have a release for you guys. But at the end of this month, for sure, it is coming together fantastically. As you can see, it's totally playable, even if things are wonky, right? Even if this end of the month comes up and, like, that bug that you saw where I was able to go into a space because of weird conditions, right? Like, whatever. You can still play and beat the game. It wouldn't be perfect, but I would totally launch it that way. Whereas last month, you actually couldn't, because I hadn't even gotten any of the dialogue done with the alien civilizations, and they wouldn't fill up your fuel, so you could just go there and be stuck, and you couldn't talk to them, and you'd just be screwed, and your game would be over, and it was just really bad and unplayable. So anyway, yes, I've already said thank you, but thank you again anyway. I've lost focus on my window somehow. This is a new thing. It highlights your score, so you can easily see what your new one is, instead of having to judge by date or whatever. But anyway, yeah, this is it. Thank you, and yeah, look forward to the end of this month. and a fantastic new version of Mysterious Space. Goodbye.